What is up, everybody? You're very welcome along to this evening's stream. Full disclosure, we're going to be doing this, then I'm going to be jumping straight over to Twitch to hopefully watch Brentford beat Manchester United, but we'll wait and see. Lovely to be joined by Mr. Chris Stonadge, Mr. Paddy Murphy. I mean, Chris, you're rocking that Deportivo La Coruña jersey today. I mean, I like it, mate. The football hipster in me says well done.
It's a banger, mate. It is an absolute banger. It's I believe it's 2012-13 Deportivo kit. It's got an Estrella sponsor, even though it's a little bit screwed over. That's why I got it cheap. But you can't see that, so it's fine.
You really are just a type bastard, aren't you? I mean, I'm starting to figure this out as we go along here, Chris. You're always looking for a bargain. You're a bit of Conor Crosby about you.
Yeah, to be fair, it's got to be done, isn't it? Got to be done. Cheeky. It cost me, I think, £13. Charity shop. Can't complain.
Do you know what? Funnily enough, on the charity shop thing, I know of a load of the jerseys that are on sale on like eBay and stuff like that. So they get sent to sorting centers. You know, where you go into the charity shop, you throw in a bag of clothes, they go off to get sorted out. There are people who pick the jerseys out and flog them on eBay, and I know this for a fact. But it's hey, look, gotta respect the hustle. I don't hate them for it, Chris. I don't.
No, well, I'm not saying I would do it, but it's very, very smart.
I like to think that the charity shops are involved in it and that they have lads picking them so the money goes to charity. I hope that's the case. That would be certainly better than, getting paying 50p for a jersey that could be worth 50, 100 quid. Like, so exactly. We'll wait and see. Mr. Murphy, the stud amongst us, the man who was on there lashing out the chat up lines. How are we?
I'm very good, Lord Craig. I am very good indeed. Yeah, feeling good. Hopefully looking good and ready to tear into Arsenal FC.
I thought you were going a different way there for a second. Especially the start of the last word.
No, I'll leave you for that. I don't want to get in trouble.
Chris, speaking of getting in trouble, Chris, what's happened to the Twitter account, LFC Transfer Room Twitter account, I should say? Who's at fault?
Well, so I can't expose because I don't actually know who's done this, but one of the admins went rogue and posted a video of Harvey Elliott with copyrighted music. Absolutely ridiculous decision for them, but not to worry. We will get the 10 days, and I'm sure no such thing will happen again. But yeah, it's a little bit annoying. It's happened in January of all times. But yeah, hopefully we don't sign anyone. And to be fair, I don't think we will.
I was saying to you guys on we've a WhatsApp group ourselves and the guys that have transfer room, and I was saying to you guys about a copyright strike that we got before that was equally as ludicrous. Like it's mad what you can get pulled for on Twitter.
They should just like message you and saying, "Can you take this down?" But no, they have to suspend you because I think they're hard. But it's weird behavior
on Twitter. You can upload someone getting their back blown out, and yet that stays up. So
yeah,
bit of an odd music. And plus, they verified someone like yourself, so Twitter don't know what they're at.
Yeah, a man out there buying 13 quid jerseys getting verified as a journalist. I mean, come on, Paddy, it's awful behaviour. But look, where do we want to start, gents? We can start talking about Bobby Firmino. We can look ahead to the Arsenal game tomorrow night, or we can talk about the breaking news coming out of the FA, I suppose, or the Premier League and Arsenal, which is kind of where I'm going to start with, if I'm being entirely honest. So let me just read this out to you guys. So the Football Association is looking into a yellow card received by an Arsenal player in a Premier League fixture this season amid concerns over suspicious betting patterns. It is understood the bookmakers flagged to the FA an unusual amount of money placed on the Arsenal player being shown a yellow card during a Premier League game. The FA told The Athletic the FA is aware of the matter in question and is looking into it. The Athletic knows the identity of the player in question but has agreed not to reveal it at this time due to privacy reasons. That's entirely understandable, Chris, but the pressure's really ramping up on Arsenal at the minute, isn't it? I mean, mate, there's a whole plethora of stuff out there right now for Arteta and the Arsenal squad to deal with.
Not just the squad, but the fans. I mean, on and off field, they've got a lot of stuff going on. It's just a strange one, really. And it's all sort of backfiring from them coming and moaning so much about us, the false positive scandal. They've gone on and had multiple scandals that are even worse. To be honest, I just hope we batter them tomorrow and they can just shut up and get all their fines about it. And I think they'll get in serious trouble if there is like betting issues, because we saw in like the cricket there was the spot fixing in 2010 from Pakistan that they got banned for life. I don't think it'll be that much, but it is a serious like problem if they have done that.
Yeah, obviously, look, this has been investigated. We don't know any details of it other than the article put out there by The Athletic. And look, we wait and see what the FA does. But certainly, Paddy, anything that destabilises the Arsenal camp ahead of the game tomorrow, I'm not against it.
Yeah, I feel like should it be investigated and should it be found that the player was involved in some foul play, I feel like they could face a serious ban because in the Premier League stuff like that that like degrades the competition. So I feel like whoever is, if they are proven guilty, could be looking at a genuine, very lengthy. You could be talking years here. Which I think Arsenal, if they can prove that it was just a player, I think Arsenal could be all right. I feel like they'll avoid any sort of stuff. But as I said, if the player can be proven that there was some sort of, and it makes you wonder why. Like you have enough money, what is going on here? But again, I think whoever's involved in this, if they're proven guilty, I don't think it was Granit Xhaka because he gets yellow cards out to beat the ban. So I feel like that was anyone put money on that was probably just probably going to happen. So whoever done it is in hot water if it's proven guilty.
Yeah, look, obviously Daniel Sturridge did a similar thing a while back as well that resulted in a ban, if my memory is correct. We will wait. I think that was on his transfer destination to AC Milan. So look, we'll wait and see what happens. Just want to give a shout out as well before we really get stuck into today's stream to our sponsors, Manscaped. As you can see on the screen there now, you can get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com using our discount code WFM20. And we'll thank you. Your balls will thank you. Paddy will thank you. Chris will thank you. Your missus or your fella will definitely thank you. You've got my word on that one. Right, gents, while we're sticking the boot into Arsenal, I mean, I wasn't going to bring this up, but since we're on them right now, an article popped up today that caught my attention. It was sent to me by somebody. Again, the article's there if anybody wants to go and find it themselves. So we know fan channels are divisive as a whole. What we do, what anybody else does, we know some people don't like. I get it. I understand it. But there are levels to this game, Mr. Murphy. And AFTV voted worst thing to happen to Arsenal with 82% of Arsenal fans wanting it gone. This is according to a poll that was put out there. I mean, look, fan channels as a whole, Paddy, can be divisive. And there are people who certainly don't like what we do. Happy enough to say that as well. But, well, look, I'd be delighted if 82% of our fan base knew who the fuck Anfield Agenda was. First and foremost, that would be a start.
Yeah, I mean, on the basis, fan channels, as you said, can be very divisive. Some people don't warm to them, and that's fair enough. But I feel like they serve a purpose. But I feel AFTV are an exception to the rule because they have gone beyond just being a fan channel. They have involved themselves in so much turmoil. Maybe there's been a lot of stuff, a lot of baggage to go on with AFTV. And, people, AFTV might say, well, we don't represent the club, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, like, when I think of Arsenal losing the game, I associate with them and stuff like that. And they've had a lot of bad press, and they don't help themselves. There's too much stuff going on with them over the years for it to be, oh, no, we didn't do anything. We have no blame here. It's too common. It's too often. Maybe once fair enough, but they've had so many different incidents, and not without getting too political. I was talking to you before about how they dealt with that Mo situation, how he was supporting Palestine, regardless of your beliefs, to be thrown off for that and keeping on other people. I don't have any time for AFTV. I have no time for Robbie. I've said it before, how he dealt with the Claude situation. May he rest in peace. I was disgusted with how they dealt with him, and I have no time for them. And to be honest with you, I don't like seeing people's downfall. But if AFTV were to be gone tomorrow, the internet would be a better place.
Look, I'm going to stay away from sticking the boot in here because I know people expect it from me. So I'm just going to gloss back over. I don't disagree with anything that he said. I actually didn't even know about that Mo situation, to be honest with you. Somebody told me about that the other day as well. But look, it is what it is. Not for us to make them decisions. But I don't disagree as well. I got to put that out there. So, Chris, to the game tomorrow. Hopeful, expectant, nervous?
Well, we saw at Anfield that there needed to be a spark. We saw at Anfield that there needed to be a spark, right? Especially in the league game with Arteta, mouthing off at Klopp. I think there's enough of a spark now after the terrible performance at Anfield first time round, and now all the off-field stuff for Liverpool to go to Arsenal and actually win comfortably. I don't think that they have the sustained quality to deal with us, even without Salah and Mane over 180 minutes. I think, Minamino getting that goal at home, however much of a tapping it was, will give him confidence. Bobby, he loves playing against Arsenal. I'm fully confident that we will get through. I don't think that there's much. The only thing that I can see helping Arsenal is if they get a red card, and then that might help them. But you know what? Who cares? We'll beat them.
I was quite surprised, Paddy. You know, I like a flutter myself, mate, on games and stuff, and I was having a little look around, and the bookies have us fairly nailed on to go through. I mean, I think we're close to even money. Certainly, the favour of the two teams is with us in the bookies. Do you think that's valid? Think that's fair?
Yes, I do. You know, listen, we've discussed that first game till the cows came home. You know, we all know how it was an abject performance, would be fair to say. I feel like we will beat them. And the importance of this game, it's been increasing tenfold on the daily. You know, when it was first announced, we were all like, do you want to win it? For me, this can be a season-defining game. And I don't want to put too much pressure on it, but it definitely can be. If you win this game, you get to a final, you get to go to Wembley, the boost that'll give you. And we get to play a Chelsea side that have 3 wins in the last 12 Premier League games. Is it something like that, or is it not quite that severe? They're not pulling up any trees. It's Klopp versus Tuchel. It's the chance to win a trophy. And I think we will beat Arsenal. I feel like the first leg, we've learned a lot from it. We've found that certain things aren't working. And I feel like, again, it's very down to team selection. I'm sorry to hammer this point home, but once James Milner doesn't start, I think we have a chance. I think he's too negative these days. He's a man you bring on when you're already winning to see a game out with a bit of a cool head, not a man you need to provide inspiration anymore, unfortunately. There's a lot of key points to be made with this team selection. Klopp it's not an easy job for Klopp, and he's not infallible. He needs to make the right decisions, but we will have enough to beat them. And it's a very important game, and I really want to win it. And I'm very, very excited and looking forward to see the Arsenal fans crying.
I mean, yeah, I'm all for that. I'm all for all of that. I guess I don't really know, Chris, what to expect because we don't really know who Arsenal have available at this moment in time. I mean, for us, we have a fair idea. I mean, great to hear, by the way, Thiago should be back after the international break. I don't know if people seen that news today, but that's a fantastic boost. Would have been great to have him right now, but look, I'll take any positives we can get at this moment.
Yeah, and Origi potentially being back soon, and Oxlade-Chamberlain being okay for the weekend, which is good to hear. That probably will mean, Paddy, that James freaking Milner will start on Thursday. No. I think. But no. Listen, mate. We probably won't have many other options, but
why does he have to start?
We got no one else.
Fabinho, Henderson, and Curtis Jones.
A good point, actually. Yeah, good point.
He does not need to start. I'm sorry, Liz. James freaking Milner better stay on the freaking bench, otherwise I'm freaking not going to watch. A lot of freaking bollocks. Yeah, put him into retirement home and be done with it.
On to Arsenal. I mean, as we mentioned, you know, they've got so many off-field issues as well as on that it's going to be. I don't know how they're going to react. They could either come out and put out the best performance of the season, or they could completely flop, and that's what I expect them to do.
Did we see Antonio Conte's interview? That made me smile. First time I've been involved in football games being postponed because of injuries. He was pulling no punches, Paddy.
I love Conte, man. When what a coup that is for Spurs to have him. You know, I know we talk about Spursy being Spursy, but if there's a man to not make them Spursy, it's Antonio Conte, and he's a character. Yeah, that's true. Like, I mean, we've discussed it. It's a farce what's going on right now. There needs to be a line drawn. And not to mention Arsenal themselves. I think since they got the game postponed, they've loaned out 3 players and terminated the contract of another. So they're clearly very struggling. And as we discussed, I'm praying for them with that one COVID case. Martin Odegaard, may you please pull through. Come on.
Yeah, I echo those sentiments, Paddy. I hope he makes a speedy recovery. From our side, little bit of news, contract news. Let's just get that up. So this put out there by Pletty Goal said Firmino will decide for himself whether he will stay at Liverpool or not. Talks about his future will take place in the next months. The club doesn't want to scare him away. His relationship with Klopp is still perfect. The rumours about Barca are not hot. So what do we read into this, Chris? Because that will signal some talks about him, some talks about Salah, but still nothing publicly about Mane.
Yeah, Florian Plettenberg is very reliable. I really respect him as a journalist, and I can see it. I can see this happening because the thing with Bobby is that we've mentioned that we think he's the kind of guy who would stay and potentially become a squad option, and I think that's in his court now. Does he want that? Does he want to be a rotational option, or does he want to move on and play, the amount of games that he probably deserves to play, that he won't get at Liverpool anymore? It sounds like the sort of right predicament to be in for him, and it's up to him whether he decides to. I personally would love him to stay, but if he doesn't, then that's fine. It's just hearing about Mane now, isn't it? And I'm sure it will come out soon.
See, I firmly believe Mane is going to be the one that makes way, Paddy. And look, I've got nothing to prove this. Nothing. Like, I've not heard anything. I'm not holding back on anything. It's just my reading of the situation. I guess the big question, and we keep going back over this, is will they run down the contracts or will they be sold? Because if they're going to be sold, it's got to be in the summer.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Craig. I feel like Mane will be forced out because I feel like he's still because I feel like we're not going to give him a new contract, and he's not probably willing to take reduced terms or whatever like that. So I feel like it's inevitable he will be seeing the exit door. With Bobby, as Chris said, it's a decision to be made for himself. Whether he's happy enough to be a squad player or he feels like he can go, and he definitely can, to another league and be the main man. So it's firmly down to Bobby. I don't know. It's a weird one. I want to keep Bobby, of course, but the club are not going to give him a new deal, like on better terms, for example. They might give him a new one on reduced terms or similar terms. But, I think Mane, as you said, is inevitable. He's going to be leaving. I just don't see how the club offer him a new deal. And then there you go. Like, he's not going to be willing to take a lesser deal or whatever. So I feel like he's inevitable.
Yeah, I feel like this is like Groundhog Day, Chris, isn't it? We're going to have these similar conversations almost every day. So let's move the conversation to a man who scored an absolute worldie yesterday in Naby Keita for Guinea. Guinea have secured their passage through. Yeah, absolute beauty of a goal as well. They've secured their passage through to the next round of the AFCON. Congratulations to them. Sadio Mane's through. Salah, I think, if they're playing today, I think they should go through, all barring a catastrophe. So, where are we feeling with Naby Keita at the minute? Because I know I sound like a doom monger, but I don't think we can afford to carry three midfielders of dynamic intent in Thiago, Keita, and Oxlade-Chamberlain with the situation that we found ourselves in with the three of them. So, talent-wise, Keita probably right up there. Thiago probably at the top, but Keita certainly has a lot. But we can't ignore his situation on his contract as well, Chris. 18 months.
I have a feeling we'll give him a new deal. And that the only reason is because of his so-called potential. I think out of all the midfielders that are running out, all the players that are running out, I think he's the most likely to sign a new contract. He's still of the age where he can improve. Yes, it's all about potential, and yes, he always lets us down with injuries. But I think if you have a fit indicator for 30 games a season in all comps, that's worth the money. He certainly is, as you mentioned, one of the most talented midfielders we have, and he's not on ludicrous money, I don't believe. So I think out of all of them, he'd be looking to sign a new deal. In terms of his status in the side, plays or is the first sub in midfield. But again, it's all about how long he can stay fit.
Are you in Jack's house?
Am I
Chamberlain, please put your load in me.
Am I freezing? Oh my God.
Oh God! Oh, stop! I'll continue where Chris is going. Yeah, obviously Oxlade-Chamberlain. I love him. He's really good. He's the best midfielder in the world. No, but on the question of Thiago, Naby Keita, and Ox. Ox does not belong in the same sentence as them in terms of a football ability. Like they are not. Like they are levels above. And Naby Keita, when he's fit, as Klopp says, he's one of the best midfielders he's ever seen. But that's a bit of a stretch. But play him then. When he's fit, just play him. He's been great this season. He balled out at Old Trafford. And Naby Keita is a must. We must retain Naby Keita, but he's not going to get a new improved deal. So if he's willing to extend on current terms, it'll be down to that'll be down to him. He's not going to get a new deal on new money, more money. So that remains to be seen.
Will we let Chris back in or not? He's sitting there now waiting to come back in. What do you think? Will we let him back in?
Go on.
There he is.
All right, am I freezing? I heard it, Paddy. It was fucking brilliant. I actually pissed myself laughing. I was just like, I've got to go. I can't deal with it.
No, I think Paddy said what you wanted to say anyway. Chris.
To be fair, To be fair, yeah.
On the Bobby thing, how do we feel about Bobby's situation? Do you think he's going to stay? I hope he does. And I'm being biased, and I am putting on rose-tinted glasses here because he's my favourite of the bunch, I have to say. And I also think that he can adapt, Chris. I think he can adapt to a new role if needs be, whereas Mane is a pacey attacker.
Oxlade, Chamberlain, no. Yeah. Yeah, I think he can adapt to an 8. Definitely. I think he's got the work rate to do so. And certainly the technicality. He doesn't specifically rely on pace, does he? So, yeah, I personally think he will sign because I think he has that relationship with Klopp. How long for is another question. Maybe another 2 or 3 years. Nothing more than that. Maybe only 2 years after 2024. I don't really see much going on after that.
Yeah. International break coming up as well, lads. I mean, don't want to lower the mood some more, but I don't know why I had it in my head that March was the next one. I didn't even realise there was one in January.
It usually is, isn't it?
Why is there a fucking break? Are Ireland even playing? What is there? I
can't find anybody who's played except the South American lot.
Why is there? Oh, go away, man! I'm sick of it. Listen, as an Irishman, naturally, I love my country. I'm very patriotic. I go to the games. There's nothing better than when Ireland score. But can we just ban international football?
So here's one. So I like to pull up people who, emphasize my opinions and back them up.
But why do we only need one luxury player? I don't. Why does that? I don't sing off the or Thiago or Keita him sheet. Like I made a tweet yesterday, which is a bit outlandish because I said Liverpool's best midfield.
I made a tweet. We made one. Put it all together.
Yes, I contracted it myself. Good task. I said Liverpool's best midfield, in my opinion, would be Fabinho, Keita, and Thiago. And I know they've never played together, but I mean, in terms of the top 3 midfielders at the club, I feel that is them. And midfield, I know we've never seen it, and I don't know if we ever will, but my God, can you imagine how good that'd be? Seriously. I think that is the perfection. And I know it's a bit harsh on the El Capitano, but
sprinkle in there as well, Paddy, on top of that for a little bit of rotation.
Those videos of Harvey in the new training gear. Oh, I tell you.
That's training gear, that's a nice shade of green. I like that.
Fresh.
I prefer it. Yeah, it is nice, but I don't know why they needed to add the red in there. Like, why does that just leave it with the green and the gold? And it's very Irish also.
You should make a tweet about it.
I actually did. I tweeted
make another tweet.
I was like, I actually said, is it so hard just to get black training gear with red accents? That would be banging. I've hated that Roma stuff we've been wearing. The Roma tribute act training gear. I hate that shit with the orange.
And there's been a little bit of Where's Waldo going on as well with some of these hoopy fucking stripy nonsense. Look like pajamas as well. That's been going on.
Trash.
I mean, I like the one you have, Paddy. The retro yellow, white, red top. I like that one.
That's banging. Yeah, that's my favorite piece of Liverpool clothing ever. And it fits like a dream. A very 90s style fit. I bought it in a size that I wouldn't usually wear, and it actually fits me. So thank you for the 90s for looking after me.
Double XL crotch. Got them Irish nuts.
Oh yeah, big Irish balls in your face.
Gotta read it. Right, look, gents, I mean, loads for us to get through with regards to what's going on in the transfer market as well. If we're looking a little bit further afield, Diego Carlos looks like he wants out of Sevilla, and I don't know if he's ever watched Newcastle, but apparently he thinks that's the dream.
He would be the worst player Newcastle could sign, man.
He's Dejan Lovren, Mark II.
No discipline in a relegation battle. It would be ridiculous.
I can already see Jamal Lascelles punching the head off him. I can already see that situation arising.
Not saying like Jamal, he's clear of all their centre backs ability wise, but like no chance does he help them get out of a relegation battle in terms of like discipline.
Who's Bugsy Malone?
It's an old film, mate. It's an old film.
Someone just said, "Am I going for the Bugsy Malone look?" I'm gonna have to Google Bugsy Malone. I've heard of his name, but
if my memory
isn't he a rapper? I swear Bugsy Malone's a rapper.
Post Malone, who are you looking for? Or?
No, Bugsy Malone's a rapper as well. I swear.
He's not Irish, because you clearly would know if he was Irish, mate.
Yeah. Aaron Davis, better known by stage name Bugsy Malone, is a British rapper and actor from Manchester. See?
So you are a racist. That's purely Irish people. That's clear now, Paddy, isn't it? It's just.
I've Googled it and I'm still none the wiser. Oh, grease back hair. That's natural. No grease in that.
It's natural. Too
maybe
much.
maybe chip grease because I'm a fat bastard, but there's no grease put in.
I get constantly asked, Paddy, are you the pies, chips, and gravy lad? People ask me that all the time. You know, I conquered all the chippy. You know that dude.
Fuck you.
Wait.
That's fucking you.
About me. Is what I'm saying.
That's you. What?
That's what I'm saying. I get asked, am I him?
Oh, are you? Oh, right.
Oh, yeah. I get asked, am I him?
All right. I thought you meant me. I was like, what? Oh, fair. Okay.
Oh, no, it's all right now. All of a sudden, actually, I might make a tweet. Hang on.
I thought you meant me. I was like, what? Oh, funny. Oh, that's good.
I've never disrespected you like that, Paddy.
We're never gonna stop.
Chips and
gravy. I've had the fucking lots. Pepperoni pizza.
And
I don't know the rest of the words.
I'm a big fat bastard. Because I love
me fucking food.
Oh, that you know. That Chris knows. You know that, Chris, but you don't know fucking it was Christmas Eve, babe.
Oh, let's not. I'm getting Vietnam flashbacks to that fucking singing. Jesus.
No one wants to hear that ever again.
Thanks for Vietnam, Paddy.
Good morning, Vietnam.
You didn't know that either.
What? I know Vietnam.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I know the Vietnam War.
And yeah, as you said, he comes out wearing a Deportivo La Coruña jersey. Like, what? Where's he pulled that from?
I'll definitely Google what's the hip football clubs this week. Then he goes round into the charity shops looking to deprive them of money. Bet you bargain, or bet you was on the rail for 15 and you just said I'll give you 13, didn't you? Go on, be honest.
Maybe.
Give me 13 and I'm having loads of plastic straws. Fuck the dolphins and turtles.
I love turtles, bro. What are you about?
Oh, okay.
Why is the Champions League so far away?
The Champions League?
Yeah. But I'm going to the Leicester game. Did I tell you that?
I might be going to the West Ham game. Yeah, you did. You said
that's a day after. That's a day before my birthday. I'm mad to go, but I can't get a ticket.
I was offered a ticket for it. For that exact game today, actually.
Really?
I didn't go because I've gone solo, and I don't like traveling solo.
Yeah, true. If I'm gonna do my best to find one for West Ham because it's the day after me, day before my birthday rather. So it'll be a nice one to go to. We'll see.
Yeah, hopefully myself and Connor are going to go to the West Ham one. In March, I'm hoping that the missus will be a bit more giving. She's actually off today getting tattooed, so I'm stuck with the Rugrats today, and kids as well. I mean, I was clearly talking about you two. Right, so who has something sexy for us, Chris? Come on. Any information on transfers? Nat Phillips, couple of offers come in, I believe.
Yeah, nothing too much, mate, to be honest with you. I haven't really kept up with it today because of the old Twitter debacle. I can't make any tweets anymore on that account, so it's a bit of a shame. I can have a look on the website for you, though, mate. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a look.
Egypt game. Who are Egypt playing?
Florian Wirtz is potentially linked. Their Bundesliga legend Karl-Heinz Korbel has said he believes Bayern Leverkusen star Florian Wirtz could be a deal replacement for that. I mean,
is in my face.
Load all over me. Ox. Can I please have your cocks, ox? I would very much enjoy you railing me.
Again.
Look at me and my shit haircut.
What's his vinegar stroke look like, Chris?
I don't know.
Herefordhian, Jared Bowen.
Bowen.
Oh, I can't be asked.
By the way, Guinea-Bissau are playing Nigeria right now. Oh, that's the wrong Guinea. Never mind. No, not
yeah, that got me the other day. Oh, look, he's off again. You spin me right round, baby, right round.
My internet is from Tesco.
Other supermarkets are available.
Chris is getting the sack. Chris, you're done out here. Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, I think we're going to have to invoice Chris for compensation here, Paddy.
Yeah, trauma. The chat. Sorry, chat. That's the Wi-Fi in Wales for you. He actually, how he gets his Wi-Fi is he puts an Ethernet cable into a sheep's arse, and That's the sum of his internet power.
Lads, this is UT Studios Wi-Fi. Screw these Donnies, man.
What? Is that Bender from Futurama speaking to me?
Is it still doing this? Lads, I'm just gonna type in private chat, boys.
You're all right now, but you're moving like Connor Crosby there with the pixels.
I'm actually. This is really. I'm just gonna go and shout at my uni mates. Well, give me a second.
Stop hogging all the internet. I'll send him up a couple of buckets of internet there downstairs. Paddy's dying.
Oh, fucking! I'm dosed. It's not the dreaded vid, but I'm fucking dosed.
Oh, what can we talk about, Paddy? Now that he's not here, what can we plug or talk about? We talk about
Christmas have downloads.
What do we fancy for that? The Brentford United game. Do we fancy an upset?
Well, if from a betting point of view, I definitely think both teams are going to score. I do think Brentford could nick it. United are shite. I have faith, but Brentford are also been a bit shite. But I have faith in them. Especially, it's in Brentford, right? So it's posible para victoria por Brentford.
What he said, Chris.
Ivan Toney, Liverpool fan, has grown up. Hat-trick inbound.
I mean,
yeah, I'm intrigued to see if Ronaldo's hip holds up and if he's available today. Is he available? Does anybody know?
No idea.
I'm looking at the fourth place. That result, by the way, that Chelsea result last night did us untold favours. I mean, loads of breathing room now for second place in the table.
Does anyone care for the United lineup?
Oh, yes, please. Go on.
David De Gea in goal. They've done Dalot at right back, Varane, Lindelof, Alex Telles left back, midfield of Fred, McTominay, and a front four of Elanga, Bruno, Greenwood, and Cristiano Ronaldo.
Did you say Ronaldo? There's the last one.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, Ronaldo's starting. Ronaldo's starting. Cristiano. No, the Portuguese way, apparently they say.
Am I still sounding like Bender, by the way?
No, you're looking like one though.
Looking like...
Oh, God. I can't.
Oh, Elanga seems to be getting a little bit of a run. I thought he was actually all right in the last.
Yeah, he was. He's actually a quality little player, to be fair, and that's what it's good about. Like Ranić coming in, he's not just going to play players that I think they deserve to play. Good to see Martial's willing to sit on the bench. So I fair play to him for doing that. I know it's very tough for him, but he said, you know what, Ralph, I will sit on the bench. You're only paying me $200,000 a week, but I can do it.
And yeah, here our owners are crying about giving Mo $350,000-400,000 a week. You know,
their bench is actually pretty strong. Heaton, Henderson, Jones, Maguire, Mata, Matic, Van de Beek, Martial, Rashford. Actually, no, it's not. They're all shite.
I was wondering where you were going when you were reading that out. I was thinking, hang on. Yeah. Is Wan-Bissaka injured, or has he just been given the boot and Dalot's the man now?
I think he should. No, Dalot is the man now, yeah.
Didn't Rangnick say that Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, and Shaw aren't good enough, and he wants them all gone? I mean, everyone else has been seeing for the last 3 years. Before
he even got the job, he had said on video how Shaw isn't good enough for United. So that kind of Shaw was fucked. Alex Telles is a better footballer, and for the style they want to implement is right. It'd be interesting to see how they get on. I do fancy Brentford, but that is a strong enough United team.
Yeah, it is fair. It's a great piece, by the way. I like to give shout outs to some good pieces every now and again, and if Chris ever writes one, I'll certainly plug that as well. But
this is just getting into every angle. I love it. Every day.
Well, that's what happens when your Tesco Wi-Fi.
Verified, Chris. This is the payback.
It's absolutely fine. I'm happy for this.
In all honesty, Oliver Kay wrote a brilliant piece about Sierra Leone, I think, and the refugee situation there. Amazing piece that sheds light on a very important subject. So if you do have The Athletic, certainly say it's worth a few minutes of your time to have a read and learn about the great work that a few people are doing. And Momo Sissoko involved in it as well, Chris, which we love to see.
Oh, I love Bit Momo Sissoko, part of the best midfield in the world. One of the greatest songs that the Coppers ever come up with. Love that.
Yeah, still go around the gaff singing that to this day. Still dream about that midfield as well, I won't lie.
Imagine that midfield in our team currently.
Oh, don't talk to Paddy about midfield. I can already see the tears starting to stream down his face there. And he's thinking, hang on, Mascherano, Sissoko, Jared Alonso, Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Oh, God.
Look, don't disrespect.
I wouldn't mind, but like
squeeze Chamberlain in.
No, but my bum fiddle midfield three of Fab, Keita, and Thiago. I pray to see that one day. They'll probably be fit for all 10 minutes. But my God, that would as the kids say these days.
We've been talking about it for years. That 10 minutes though.
Oh yeah, it'd be the best 10 minutes of my life.
So tomorrow, I mean, are we all agreed that it's most likely going to be Alisson, Trent, Robbo, Matip, Van Dijk, Fabinho, Henderson, Jones, Jota, Firmino, Gordon?
I want Gordon. Yeah, I agree with that. That's my lineup right there.
I don't think it's going to happen. No, I don't think it's going to happen.
Why
Even
not?
if Chamberlain's out?
No,
for the culture.
No, he might come on. I
don't want Taki starting. I'm sorry. I feel like we know what we get with Taki, right? But I feel like Cade Gordon's actually a better player than Taki, like, and will be if he's not already, he definitely will be. And like he's Klopp clearly already rates him. He's already given him time, and like Takumi Minamino's extra couple of years is magically going to make him so much more experienced to do something wonderful. Taki's a better option right now, Gordon is a better option right now. So I think it's a bold one. But why not? Like if he's ever going to play and start in a big game, it's now. You know what I'm saying? While Salah's gone, I think it's a no-brainer. I think Chris is right. I don't think it will happen because I think it's too ballsy. But I think it could really improve the team.
I wonder. The way, I don't think very much of the owners of the club. I wonder if they looked at the FIFA Best Awards and went to Salah's agent. This fucker wants that much money. He's not even the best 24 players in the world. And you're looking for 400 grand a week.
My God,
that was a shambles. By the way, the Rabona winning the Puskás Award, though, that was an unbelievable goal. In fairness,
yeah, but it shouldn't have been goal of the year. No,
I think it should have been that technique. That technique is audacious.
Jordan Flores from Ireland, that goal that he scored.
Oh, we always get fucked. Stephanie Roach got fucked out of it. As well.
Stephanie Roach got robbed that year. She definitely should have won that against.
Oh, she scored for Team Mount United.
I do know Irish people.
Rodriguez is shambles.
I think though, I get what you're saying. Like it doesn't look so impressive because it's so nonchalant. But I think that's what makes it unbelievable. Like that technique, and I think it's filthy. Like I think there was a full crowd as well. It's in a North London derby. I think it would have mattered, but I don't know. I think it's the technique. I could do that in the 5-side pitch now.
Did they lose the game as well, or did they draw?
Yeah, they actually did lose the game. Yeah.
So exactly, I think that makes a difference as well. Like the importance of the goal. And it's dead.
I think that's what won James Rodriguez the award over Stephanie Roach that year. The fact that it was in a World Cup when he scored that big goal,
and the fact that Stephanie's was recorded on an Apple didn't help either.
Recorded on my Wi-Fi probably.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Unbelievable goal though from Stephanie. She actually, I grew up 3 doors away from Stephanie Roach. Her brother and myself, Eric, were in school together, so I've known Stephanie since she was an ickle kid, like tiny little ankle biter. Yeah. But hadn't kept in contact. So when I seen her bursting onto the scene then with that goal and stuff, I was absolutely delighted for her. And she does great work as well, doing a bit of punditry on RTE and Premier Sport and stuff as well. So wish her the best.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris. Stephanie Roach is an Irish female footballer. Just
I knew who Jordan Flores was, didn't I?
He must have been in Wales on a day trip or something at some point, was he?
No. I just know.
To be fair to Chris, I don't even know who this Jordan Flores is.
Neither do I, but I'm just playing along.
That's not an Irish name at all, Jordan Flores. That's
he
Spanish.
plays in the Irish League.
Oh, yeah. It was definitely not Irish, though. Does he?
Was
that nominated for the Puskás?
Yeah. Oh, he's gone to Northampton now. He's gone to Northampton.
Yeah, I looked him up there. Yeah, he's definitely Spanish or something.
Jordan
Flores.
He's English.
See, there you go.
But he played in the Irish League. He played in the Irish League.
You sure this wasn't the Northern Irish League, Chris? Are you sure now you're not?
No, it was for Dundalk, to be fair.
It's close, though. To be fair, it's close.
Yeah, that's an outrageous goal, to be fair. But no, I don't know. It's a tough. I think the Rabona. Jesus. Have you seen that, Craig? Go, Craig.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Okay. You're the dad here, obviously
me, yeah.
I know. I think I'm the dad because of the shit Wi-Fi.
But I think that's what makes the stream beautiful. You know, we're not up our own holes. It's just a bit of banter. You know what I mean?
My Wi-Fi's never gone this bad before. It's not.
He went to Northampton a few minutes ago. Hardly.
Oh, well, there we go.
Wow, look at this. Are we breaking news here? Not that anybody cares.
No way.
Here's a good question. What do you think about a backup right back? I mean, we know the options. Nico Williams could move on. Connor Bradley is being touted as the next big thing, but has also been spoken about as potentially moving into midfield. So how do we feel about the right back situation? And thank you for the question, my friend.
I think with Nico, he needs to move on for the good of his career, right? It's pretty clear and obvious that I think he's too good to be a backup right back at Liverpool, but he's never going to get in. So I think he has to move on. Did it me, or does Bradley remind you a little bit of Carragher? A little bit in terms of the way he runs. Like, he just seems like he hasn't really got the technique. A little bit.
He's Irish. You hate him, is that it?
No, I think he's good. I think he's very good.
Hater.
He seems like he's grafted more than he's got the actual as much talent as Nico. But I tell you what, I'm
no. I think he's better.
He's
definitely better. Well, he's Irish and Nico's Welsh, so he's obviously better. Now, I know what you're saying. I don't know. I think if you're looking at an eye test, maybe Nico may look like a more skillful player. But in terms of a right back, I think he's far better for me anyway.
Better defensively than Nico, 100%.
I feel like we've glossed over the Nat Phillips thing, by the way, that I brought up earlier on. 2 offers, I believe, haven't beaten the club's valuation. They're holding out for 15, which I think is eminently fair, Paddy, for Nat Phillips in this market, especially if Newcastle are willing to spend 50 million on Diego Carlos. That's
yeah, I agree, but I also think that the club don't have to sell him. So, like, if they want a certain price, they you know what I mean? It's not like they, whatever. I don't know. In today's market, though, he's young. He's proved himself. In today's market, honestly, like 20 million, 25 million, maybe even 20 million. So
I'll tell you what, lads.
Newcastle want him, or whoever it is.
If I was a Newcastle fan, I wouldn't be looking at the business they're trying to do with any enthusiasm and thinking that this ownership group have their finger on the pulse, because I wouldn't be assured that spending that money on Carlos and the other player. I mean, who was the one that they were trying to bring in? Zapata, was it? From Atalanta. Is he not like 105? Is he not like 90?
Yeah, but I feel like he'd bang them in. He's been banging them in for Atalanta. But the thing about that is, like, as much as you have the money, you can't forget that they're in a relegation battle, and some player, like, in the middle of the season, players are like, I don't want to get fucking relegated. Like, I don't want to go and play in Newcastle. No disrespect. I know it's a big club with great fan base, but you're leaving sunny Italy for the northeast of England. You have to remember those variables as well. It's not all just throw a few quid at them and hope for the best, because they're obviously they need to offer exponential money for certain players, and they maybe not willing to do that just yet because they don't want to totally ruin themselves.
What about Chris Wood? Made somebody at Newcastle think that's the man. That's the man that's going to spearhead their attack out of relegation.
Because he's consistent goals, Craig.
No,
goals.
Last 3
seasons, he's got double figures in the Premier League. This season, he hasn't done well.
No, Chris, let's not beat around the bush here. They signed them purely to take away from
absolutely. I still think
even Sean Dyche was trying to go, no, very sorry to lose him. Very, very sorry to lose him.
30 million. 30 million. He is worth 5, 10.
Oh, come on.
10 million.
Come on, man.
He's not like, listen, he's there. He'll be on the bench next season. Like, they purely signed him. They heard, because they have this, him and Trippier have the same agency, yeah? And they only heard about this release clause during the negotiations for Trippier. And they're like, this is genius. They can't do anything about it. Take him away from Burnley. It helps. That's literally why they signed them, which is hilarious.
Chris Wood has scored nearly 50 Premier League goals in a team that doesn't create.
And how many games?
He's got 10 goals in his first season in 24, 10 goals in 38 in his second, 14 gols in 32 in his third, 12 goals in 33. So that's not bad.
So you're saying Newcastle have bought 5 goals then for 30 million.
What?
If he averages 10 goals a season, there's half a season left, but he's going to go about 5 goals.
Yeah, they probably play more to him
for 30 million. Chris, come on now.
And with almost certainly a relegation clause in the contract as well.
Oh yeah, 100%. And by the way, he's not an Englishman. He's from New Zealand, so he can't really be
New Zealand. Yeah, to be fair, yeah. Please fucking would, mate. That wasn't New Zealand.
But yeah, for that level, I think he's a good signing, in my humble opinion. But
yeah, very true, Nath.
Look, I love Ox. I don't think he's our best midfielder, but
we know you love him. Please, you're loud everywhere.
Essen mein Scheiße.
I just love him, all right. I don't think he's unbelievable, but
you may have a double barrel name, but I want you to double barrel me.
I can dance like Perry. I can dance like Perry. Look, Ox, look. Bet you send them videos of him jumping up steps outside some fucking bank or something. Look, Ox, look.
Absolutely. You definitely DM Ox every day in the hope for a response.
I wish I did, mate. I probably should, to be fair. I'm the only one blowing his trumpet, literally and non-literally.
Absolutely.
So back to Newcastle. I don't feel like I'm finished ripping the piss out of this transfer business yet. Nothing about any of this, like even the appointment of the manager, I don't think is the right one for where the club are. I think this is going to end badly, and I think it's going to be a learner. And I don't want it to end badly because I really feel for the Newcastle fans. I genuinely feel for the amount of shit that they've been through under Mike Ashley, who, by the way, is looking to buy Derby County. So Derby fans, my thoughts are already with you if that goes through. Oh, Jesus. So, yeah, on the Newcastle thing, does anybody think they're going to stay up? Because I don't, at this moment in time, think they're going to stay up.
I think they've been playing better under Eddie Howe. You know, the fact Joe Linton has turned into a fucking prime Michael Ballack or something. I don't know. He's been quality. I think Eddie Howe is just a great manager as well, and obviously his assistant Tyndall. I think they'll have more than a Burnley, say, than a Norwich. The Norwich and Burnley are certs for me. I know Dean Smith's doing okay for them, but nah, they're going down. Burnley are going down. Hopefully,
Burnley have 3 games in hand on Newcastle, and they're only 1 point behind.
But who are the games in hand, though?
No idea. But like they've got 3 games
depends.
in hand. Watford
as well, I'd imagine.
Bad.
Hopefully,
Everton are
fuck
bad.
Watford.
Like, it's got to that
I hope
point.
Newcastle stay up. I know people say it'll be funny if they go down, but I don't know. I like them as a club.
I mean, I love that I'm sitting here trying to take the piss out of them, but Jesus, what I'd give for a 25 million sign right now to come through the door at Anfield.
I know.
Yeah,
it's a joke.
There you go. See, I'll sit on this. I'll die on this hill. I think Chris Wood would be a better signing than Origi.
Oh my days! You're Origi. Yeah,
Chris
you're
Wood
having an agenda against Origi.
Goals in a team that doesn't play for him.
Divock Origi scored in the Champions League final. How dare you?
They do play for him. They're Burnley. They're the most Brexit shit ever.
Relegation for the club. For a relegation for the club, they need a player that can stay fit. Origi can't stay fit and he can't score regular goals because he hasn't had regular minutes. I think he's a much better player.
Yeah, that's why he hasn't got regular goals.
Chris Wood is a much better signing. Origi's a much better player.
Divock Origi would have done a much better job at Newcastle than Chris Wood.
That's open to opinion. In my humble opinion, no.
He's not humble though when you're spouting bollocks. Like, let's be
You're humble and foully incorrect opinion.
Well, it'll be proven.
Have some respect for the Lord and Savior, please.
I love him, right? But I think for Newcastle United and the way they want to play, Chris Wood would be a better signing.
Right, last one before we finish up, because I've got to leg it over to Twitch for the work along of the Brentford United game. Thoughts on this one? Thank you, Keane. Kunde and Luis Diaz from Porto. Jules Kunde isn't happening. There's just no way, no chance, no how, no need as well. Good player, great player, but no chance, no need.
I would love. I don't want them either. Yeah, I would love Luis Diaz though. I'm sold on him for sure, Keane. Absolutely,
very good.
You know,
when I look at Kunde, I just see Bruno Mars.
Maybe.
I don't know why. There's something I said. I look at Luis Diaz. I just see
your face. It's not a thing that I would change. Chris, you're amazing, just the way you are. I would continue, but we get demonetized. To be fair.
So on, I don't think they're going to think we're actually Bruno Mars, Paddy. As good as we like to see player. So Luis Diaz,
don't think
you're almost wearing a Porto shirt, Chris. So we'll let you have a little word on Luis Diaz and the Colombian international who's been linked.
Yeah, he certainly passes the eye test. Dribbling wise, I think he's one of the best statistically in Europe. Also got almost a goal a game in the Portuguese league. Yes, it's a lot of a gap between the Portuguese league and the Premier League, but I tell you what, he looks decent. Maybe not for the 60 to 70 million or whatever the release clause is, but if we could get him for 50 odd, I think it'd be a hell of a signing.
He's no Gakpo though, Chris, is he? Huh? He's no Gakpo.
He's better than Gakpo. He's much better than Gakpo. However, I would love Gakpo for 20 odd million. He'd be quality.
I still don't know who he is, Gakpo. Still got no idea who he is. Yeah, look, on the Diaz thing, where I am with him is I would rather spend the money on Rafinha, and it looks like it wouldn't be that far apart in a fee. I mean, you're probably talking 50 million, maybe from Porto, 40 to 50. So you would imagine Rafinha, I don't know, Paddy, what do you reckon, 50 to 60? We heard Deco mention maybe 60, or somebody mentioned 60 recently. Just nod along.
You all right, Paddy? You all good, bro?
Yeah, you can't hear us, can you? You can't hear anything we're saying right now.
What?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, we're just saying, would you prefer Rafinha or Luis Diaz?
Chris, if you want to, I agree with the point, but Chris, if you want to take over, that'd be great.
Oh yeah, we were saying that Chris Wood is better than Origi. See, he agrees with the point.
Yeah, I think that's probably a great place to leave this one. Yeah, I mean, we've unpacked a lot during this stream. I mean, we've talked 51 minutes of nonsense now.
What was that? By the way, I lost my audio briefly there, so I had a Chris moment. At least you could still see me, though, I suppose.
That's true.
We were just talking about, would you prefer Luis Diaz or Rafinha for in and around a similar fee?
Oh, double fuck. Oh, that's very hard. I'm going to go for Luis Diaz because I like the cut of his jib, his attitude, and dare I say, Luis Suarez-esque aggression and power. So for me, I go with
Luis Suarez or.
Yeah, man. Do you know what? I'm not even going to pull any punches here. I'm going to be 100% honest with everyone in the chat. If Luis Suarez signs for Villa, I'm buying their away jersey, and I don't care.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
It's not like I could have supported Gerrard at Rangers and buy their jersey. That was never going to happen. But I think we can stretch to a Villa jersey, can we? With the frowned upon.
I believe he's putting the team back together. He's doing bits.
Sturridge is next.
Joe Allen, Mamadou Sakho. The boys.
Sturridge. Do you know what? Funnily enough, honestly, a free transfer Sturridge, they could do worse. He's a Brummie boy.
Isn't he playing in the Australian league nowadays?
Yeah, but that's because he kind of got shafted with the whole Trabzonspor stuff. I think he could still he'll be better finisher than Ollie fucking Watkins. He's a gangster. That man's stealing a living, man. He was painful to watch against United the other day.
He's a gangster.
He's a gangster. He's stealing a living. He's a disgrace. He's fucking shite.
It's no Chris Wood.
No, I'm not. Oh yeah, Chris Wood's winning the Ballon d'Or next year. Next coming to Jesus.
Mate, I love Watkins. I think he's quality. But
yeah, I was on board the Watkins idea, but he seems to have fallen off a cliff lately. He's been awful.
The thing about Watkins is he's a nearly man, right? He looks like he has like unbelievable skill, but it's just not quite good enough. And then he looks like he's just meh. He's so rough around the edges. He's nowhere near the finished product. And I think he needs a lot of work.
Though. He works so hard.
He's so fucking what? What you mean works hard? He gets paid about 50 grand a week. Of course he works hard. He better never darken the doors of Liverpool Football Club because he is not good enough. I'm sorry.
On this
People
one, Corey,
Mo Salah was not good enough. That's all I'm saying.
We don't know if it's Xhaka, by the way, Corey. At our end, we don't, so we got to say that. Oh, there we go. Now we do know. So over 66 grand was placed on Granit Xhaka, picking up a yellow card against Leeds on December the 18th.
I feel like that's just a degenerate gambler because it's a good bet.
I don't think it was one fella. I think that was in total. There was a load of money came in all of a sudden. Is that not a given though? Should that not be like even money anyway? Or
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's just like a disgusting bet because it's like it's someone who's degenerate gambling. That's what that is. But Xhaka getting booked in a general sense is a good bet. So it's not like someone obscure. So that is a weird one. I don't know if that could be proven.
I'll send you some of my betting slips and you'll see degenerate gambling.
No, don't worry. I have plenty of my own. I have crossed that degeneracy.
The fact that I know a little bit about the women's Mexican Liga MX is just more than I should know, to be honest. You know what I mean? And the fact that, yeah, look, I'm going to go. I'm going to leg it over, do this watch along on Twitch. I'll be over there in 2 minutes. Thank you to Chris. Thank you to Paddy. I haven't laughed so much on the stream in a long time. It's been lots of fun. Chris, remember, stay safe.
Yeah.
Enjoy the watch along, Lord Craig. Let's hope Brentford can pull out something out of the bag.
Hopefully. And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget, drop a like on the video, hit that subscribe button, check out manscape.com, WFM20, 20% off and free shipping. We will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.